With its twin cascades thundering through the forest, Soco Falls isn't just a hike, it's an unforgettable mountain adventure. Welcome to Bear Facts, where we explore the Smoky Mountains one bear fact at a time. Not all the adventures in the Smoky Mountain region need to be in the Smoky Mountains. Today, we're going to step outside towards a little-known area called Soco Falls. Hidden behind a short trail and a whisper of rushing water, Soco Falls is a mountain gem that every traveler to Maggie Valley should experience. Soco Falls is a striking double waterfall located on U.S. Highway 19 between Maggie Valley and Cherokee in western North Carolina. The falls lie just south of the Blue Ridge Parkway near Soco Gap. From Maggie Valley, you'll drive via US 19, cross under the Parkway, and it's about a mile to mile and a half past that. It's a bit of a drive if you're coming from Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg, and it will take about an hour and a half to get there. Most people who are visiting from the area, either Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, end up taking 441 through the Smoky Mountain National Park and pass Cherokee, North Carolina to get there. Though you can also get there via Interstate 40, which, happens to be open at times. It's because this trail is so far off the main trail, no pun intended, that it's much quieter than many of the other waterfall trails in the actual Smoky Mountain National Park, making it a wonderful hike for those who want to escape the crowds you often see in the park. The trail is considered a moderate trail. The upper portion is a leveled paved path, and there's a beautiful viewing platform right as you start the trail. Though the day you went, the view wasn't all that great, but in the fall, I imagine it would be quite spectacular. And as you descend down the trail, the gravel does remain pretty level, and it's pretty even steps all the way. The hike to Soco Falls is actually pretty short. Most of the trail is tucked up under the tree canopy, and it follows a trail that winds down to the river below. The round trip is about a half a mile from the parking area to the lower viewing deck, and the trail drops pretty dramatically, though, in that quarter of a mile that you do walk down. It's about a 200-foot elevation gain or loss, depending which way you're going, and it can be steeper. There are a lot of steps at some points, and there are some areas that can be a little slick, but they do add enough switchbacks so that it's not too bad. If you aren't used to walking elevations, though, this trail actually might be tougher than you'd think, so I would suggest bringing water and just take your time when you're heading back up to the top. Soco Falls is a twin waterfalls, though honestly, unless you know this beforehand, you might not realize it when you're looking down from the platform at the base of the trail, especially in the summer when the leaves are obscuring the views. But yeah, that's two separate waterfalls. And they're formed by the Soco Creek, which is divided into two streams before it becomes the waterfalls. The large drop is about 50 feet tall, and when the leaves are off the trees in winter, the view of both falls is easier to see. And they're pretty loud, so when it's raining and stuff like that, you can actually hear them from almost the parking area when you're getting in there. The Soco Falls are within the ancestral lands of the Cherokee people, and the recent renovation project was actually led by the Cherokee authorities in cooperation with local leaders to improve accessibility and safety. Soco Falls holds significance to the Cherokee people largely because of its connection to the Soco Gap, the nearby mountain pass. For centuries, Soco Gap was a vital travel and trade route for the Cherokee people, linking their towns in the valley with those of the higher mountains. It was more than just a passage, though. It was a cultural crossroads, a place where people, goods, and stories flowed through the Blue Ridge. The word Soco itself comes from the Cherokee language, and the falls and the gap together mark a place deeply tied to the Cherokee heritage. Waterfalls in Cherokee culture often carry spiritual meaning as well, symbolizing renewal, cleansing, and a powerful connection between nature and the spiritual world. The word Soco itself does come from the Cherokee language, but if you look for an exact translation, there are some debates. One is that it could mean hickory, another it could be one place, or the third is ambush. But since names are heavily connected to culture and the history is often lost, we actually don't know which one it means, if any of those. The trail condition has been greatly improved in recent years. Earlier in 2025, the trail and parking area underwent significant renovation. A new trailhead was constructed, the parking area was expanded, and new viewing decks, upper and lower, were built to provide safer and more accessible viewing. Though you can see where the scramble trail to the base had been, it's now closed off for safety. Visitors are discouraged from walking to the base of the falls, which I understand. People can be downright stupid at times, but it sucks that you can't get up close and view anymore. The trail has been publicly accessible for many years, but access was actually closed for a couple months early in 2025 when they were doing the renovation work. The reopening, including expanded parking and better facilities, occurred around the middle of 2025. And though the parking area and trails have been significantly improved, especially with the new parking area being a lot larger, more accessible for handicap, and there are now benches and picnic areas with trash receptacles, there are still no permanent restrooms on site. So we went there, the porta potties were there, but they were not well maintained. So just an FYI there. We really enjoyed these waterfalls and appreciated the work that was put into making it more accessible for all travelers. The viewing platform at the top of the trail is a nice addition for visitors who can't take the hike below. These falls are small, and unless you're a super fan of waterfalls, though, the drive might not be worth it for most people. Though if you are heading into the Cherokee area, there are plenty of amazing attractions and things to do and see in the town itself. And because Soco Falls is so close to Cherokee, that does make it worth its time to go see. So whether you're chasing waterfalls, soaking up mountain magic, or simply looking for a quick but unforgettable adventure, Soco Falls delivers an experience that equal parts wild and wonderful. And it's easy to access, breathtaking twin cascades, and a touch of mystery tucked into the Smokies. It's the kind of spot that leaves you wanting to just get one more glimpse before heading back up the trail. So pack your cameras, lace up your shoes, and let the sound of rushing water guide you. Soco Falls is calling. I hope this video helps you plan your next visit to the Smoky Mountains. You're getting an honest review from our personal experiences, but facts and things change. So please keep us in the loop if you learn anything new and want to share your experiences in the comments. Thanks again for visiting us at Bear Facts of the Smoky Mountains. Please click that like button and subscribe to our channel.